Hi, this is Mitch Willie, and this is my lesson plan. I chose to do a lesson over Abraham Lincoln and found a lot of good stuff to use. So here's my role play. Alright, Abraham Lincoln, 16th President of the United States. Early history: was born February 12th, 1809, was born in Hardin County, Kentucky. By 1816, the Lincolns moved to Indiana. Abraham's mother died when he was just 9 years old. Honest Abe. Abraham Lincoln's nickname, Honest Abe, came from his honesty and decency as a young man while running a store. There's a legend to that nickname came from his fairness in officiating in cockfights, but without proof, this is just wives' tales. Beginning a political career on August 4th, 1834, Abe was elected to the Illinois General Assembly. In 1836, Lincoln was re-elected. He also received his license to start practicing law. In 1839, Lincoln became the Whig Party floor leader. Family life. In 1842, Abe married his wife, Mary Todd. 1846, Lincoln's first son, Edward Baker Lincoln, was born. 1850, Lincoln was another son, William Wallace Lincoln. 1853, Honest Abe has another son, Thomas Lincoln. Lincoln and his family lived in Illinois for a while, but ended up settling in Washington, D.C. And then here's a picture of the Lincoln family. We'll just show that real quick on the PowerPoint, and I will upload the PowerPoint to my to my discussion board. Alright, back to the lesson. Leading up to the presidency in 1856, Lincoln helped to create the new Republican Party of Illinois. In 1857, Lincoln speaks against the Dred Scott decision. Start of a new career. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln is nominated to presidency for the Republican Party. Lincoln wins the presidential race, and in 1861, the Civil War begins. On August 6, 1861, Lincoln signs a law freeing slaves being used by the Confederate Army. And then here are some statues that you can see around the United States of Lincoln. Lincoln and his role in the Civil War. Lincoln played a major role in the Civil War. He appointed most of the commanders of the armies. Abraham also was the lead role in freeing slaves during the period. Second term success. 1864, he was reelected as a president. 1865, Civil War concludes. April 11th, 1865, Lincoln makes final speech as president. The speech focuses on problems of Reconstruction. Assassination of Lincoln. April 14th, 1865, Lincoln gets shot by John Wilkes Booth. On April 15th, 1865, Lincoln dies at 7:22 in the morning. Lincoln's goal came true. After Lincoln passed away, the 13th Amendment to the Constitution is passed on January 31st, 1865. Slavery was finally abolished. And then you have the Lincoln Memorial. Alright, so class, that was the slideshow. Now, if you will get out the iPads, and we have an interactive biography of Lincoln, and if you could complete that. Now, for this part, the interactive biography of Lincoln cost money to buy, so I did not buy that. So just for this sake, we're not going to show that. But I did find and to use Abraham Lincoln flashcards to use on the iPad, if I can see that real quick. So on the iPad, it's just flashcards about him. Civil War. All right. What'd you go into?
I went into that.
Oh, okay. How did you get to the flashcards? All right, Civil War commenced. Why is it? Okay. All right, we are having some problems with the flashcards.
It said you needed to access your camera.
Yeah, this is weird. All right, here we go. So, sorry about that. Had a little difficulties with the app, but if you can see Abraham Lincoln flashcards, you can go to Lincoln Childhood, and it's where did he grow up? Do you remember from the slideshow?
No.
Kentucky. Birthplace. Alright, so anyway, this has different apps they can use, and like I said, it had an interactive biography that you could buy. I did not buy it. Another thing I found is there are a bunch of Lincoln worksheets that I can hand out, which again I will include in the discussion board when I post all the PDFs and my lesson plan. To go along with that, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties that went along with this, but thank you very much.